and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. Is the music even playing? Yeah, it is. I think, yeah, okay. Anyway, for links to those sources, this music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Eoxander, and I am joined by...
The Slayer.
Scott.
And today is Woden's Day, also known as Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. Who wants to start us off today in the year 610? Alright. 610, Heracles' fleet took Constantinople. Oh, dang. Speaking of Constantinople, 869, the Fourth Council of Constantinople opened, which was actually the 8th Ecumenical Council. So, what is that? Ecumenical. Let's see here. Copy. E, paste, L. Representing a number of different Christian churches, promoting or relating to unity among the world's Christian churches. So it's a Christian council. And that makes it sense because Constantinople was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire after the split. So.
And then it turned into Istanbul.
That is true. 1274, around 1,000 soldiers of the Mongol army landed on the Japanese island of Tsushima, the first attack on Kublai Khan's Mongol invasion of Japan. Dang. So, yeah. Well, then in 1349, what is this? Paris theologian Jean de Fayette warned against the flagellants at Avignon. What is these? A person who subjects themselves or others to flogging, either as a religious discipline or for sexual gratification. So deviance. He was warning people against deviance, and we should have listened.
Yeah.
Anyway, who wants next? 1430 here.
In 1430, Duke Philip the Good of Burgundy visits Brussels.
Nice. I want that hat. That's a cool hat. It kind of looks like Quirrell's hat from the first Harry Potter. Remember the guy who had Voldemort on the back of his head? Yeah.
Yeah. The first Horcrux that they didn't know about. They didn't realize it was a Horcrux, but it actually was. Or at least I think it was.
1450, though.
Oh.
Here we go again.
1450, Jews are expelled from Lower Bavaria by order of Ludwig the Ninth.
Yep. And, so I've said this before, and I've said this again, not every ass-kicking comes out of the sky. There's always some instigation. You know, it's not like over the past several thousand years, 200 countries just all decided to just randomly hate on one people for no reason. So
They took a drubbing.
God. A drubbing.
That word.
No, the drubbing came in 1935. So.
Yeah, the real drubbing, yeah.
The big drubbing. But you had a historic event in 1465. Good old King Honker. Look at that nose.
Dang. Oh, that is a big old nose.
Yeah.
In 1465, French King Louis XI signs peace with Charles the Stout.
Dang. How fat do you have to be called the Stout? You know? Unless you constantly drink beer and you're just like basically a giant human beer bottle or something. I don't know, like a stout, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you got a conference of interest in 1568.
In 1568, the Conference of York begins trial against Mary, Queen of Scots.
Poor Mary. My heart goes out to her. She was so screwed, you know? Maybe I'm biased because, I mean, like, you know, the Scottish people are, you know, really cool and stuff, and they're better than English, in my opinion. So maybe I'm just biased because of But going from the Scots to going from Scots plural to Scots singular, if he wants to take a turn.
Right. 1789, the French Revolution. Women of Paris marched to Versailles. In the March of Versailles to confront Louis XVI about his refusal to promulgate the decrees on the abolition of feudalism, demand bread, and have the king and his court move to Paris.
Huh. Another revolution. So, yep. Oh, here we go. More revolution. Here we go.
Also, then in 1793, the French Revolution, Christianity is disestablished in France.
Dang.
Squid lips.
That must not have been easy to do.
Bro, what the hell is that? What are those lips? And
dude, every time I see this guy, look at his hair. It looks like it's trying to escape. Like, you see, it's like way over here. Like, why is it all the way over there? You know?
It looks like it doesn't want to be part of his face. The hell, what is he puckering up for?
Maybe he's like doing the duck lips before the duck lips started. Ooh, 1796. Huh.
Spain declares war on England, 1796.
Oh, okay. Oh, those Europeans always fighting each other. How silly. Moving on up into 1813, the Battle of the Thames. American forces under General William Henry Harrison defeated Tecumseh's Confederacy and their British allies, led by Henry Proctor, near Chatham, Upper Canada.
I wonder if that's where the engines come from, because there's a mini bike engines and stuff called Tecumseh.
Maybe, I don't know, because like Tecumseh was like, William Tecumseh Sherman's, Tecumseh was the name of that guy, and then William Tecumseh Sherman, during the Civil War. So, I wonder if his middle name was because of this guy. That's interesting. Tecumseh is a cool name too.
Yep.
Then in 1823, Carl Maria von Weber visited Ludwig van Beethoven. Nice. That's cool. 1857, Mormon pioneer Captain Lot Smith and members of the Utah militia destroy U.S. Army supply wagon train in Wyoming during Utah War. Yep. Mormons are not who people think they are. And, I'm going to take this one in 1857 as well. The city of Anaheim was founded. I believe that's in California, right? Anaheim, California, founded 1857. And this is the same one? Yep. Okay, so yeah. That's essentially my neck of the woods right there. So that's cool. Mr. Rhombusser.
Yes.
1864 looks interesting. And 1867 too.
The most of Calcutta destroyed by a cyclone, approximately 60,000 die.
Damn.
In 1867, last day of Julian calendar in Alaska.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we've been talking about the calendar recently, like yesterday and whatnot, and like a week ago, I think we spoke about it. So we're probably going to be talking a lot about this, calendar things for the next few days. Probably for the next 10 days or so, or maybe in 10 days we'll talk about it again. When the Gregorian calendar, starts again or something. Because they skipped like 10 days or something. I'm sorry, what?
This 1869 is kind of interesting.
Go for it.
It says 1869, a strong hurricane known as the Saxby Gale devastates the Bay of Fundy region in maritime Canada. Incredibly, British naval officer Stephen Martin Saxby predicted the storm 10 months earlier in December 1868 via astronomy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was reading that. I was like, man, way back then they were able to predict that? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, with patterns, you can figure out, most likely scenarios and whatnot. And, that's why even today, things like weather forecasts and stuff is still just a swing in the dark because we can't tell the future. We can only, presume based off of, like, models of, what's happened before and make the best guess, But that's crazy. All the way back then in 1869. So, like, yeah. Like, people were a lot smarter, like, back in the day. Like, they actually had to rely on their brains and not on a bunch of instruments and tools that made, things easier and everything. So.
Yeah.
Like, and some people would even argue, like, as we progress, we actually go back. Like,
Some parts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not everything's as obsolete as they think.
No. I'm trying to think about what we spoke about the other day, because, like something happened that blew my mind. But I can't really remember it. Anyway, 1895?
Sure. First UK individual cycling time trial is held on a 50-mile course north of London. Frederick Thomas Bidlake, organizer.
Huh. That's interesting. And you have a golf one here. Someone usually skips these and the tennis ones, so it's up to you.
I don't know. I guess I'll just skip it. We'll just go to historic event. 1905, Orville and Wilbur Wrights make a circling flight on Flyer 3 of 24.2 miles or 38.9 kilometers in 39 minutes and 23 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that part of the Wright brothers? Or?
Yeah,
The
Wilbur
plane
Wright
bro.
was one of the Wright brothers.
Cool.
Orville and Wilbur. Yeah, there you go. The Wright brothers right there.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
User.
They just highlighted the one name.
Oh shit. Holy fuck, that's loud.
But how about the one 2 years before what you just read?
Uh,
1903?
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Samuel Griffith is appointed the first Chief Justice of Australia, and Sir Edmund Barton and Richard O'Connor are appointed as Foundation Justices.
Nice. Pretty ironic, started off as a penal colony, and now they have chief justices. Actually, it's fitting. They should have justices,
True.
But let's see here. 1908, Bulgaria declared independence from Turkey. Ferdinand I became Tsar. Ooh. That's interesting. Where is Bulgaria? Let me look. Let me find it. Bulgaria. Oh, okay, it's up there. Okay, so, yeah. So it's on the western side. That's interesting. Let's see here. 1910, Portugal overthrew the monarchy and proclaims republic. Well, that's cool. Then in 1914, during World War I, the first aerial combat resulting in a kill. Why is that not highlighted? That's interesting. And I know, like, this is not the first time aircraft were used. That was in a conflict prior when airships were used as scouting vehicles. But this is, I believe, the first ever actual, like, aircraft kill. So, that's interesting. And speaking of Bulgaria, in 1915, Bulgaria entered the First World War as one of the Central Powers. So they were one of the baddies. But then, let's reverse the way. So so Rhombus, do you mind if we go the other direction? So we go to Scott next instead of you right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
That's fine.
go
Okay,
for it,
cool.
Scott.
1915, Detroit Tigers speedster Ty Cobb steals his 96th base of the season in a 5-0 loss to Cleveland Indians. Stands as MLB record until 1962, when Maury Willis got 104. It's a long time.
Yeah, so 1915 to 62. I'm not even going to try to do the mental math. So 62 minus 15 equals 47 years. So it took 47 years for that to be broken. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that is something.
Ooh, man, Scott, you lucky bastard.
The Battle of the Somme, yeah. 1916, Adolf Hitler is wounded in the left thigh by an exploding shell during the Battle of the Somme. Crazy picture.
Man, like whoever that artillery team was, if they had just moved like a fraction of an inch like to one of the other directions, they would have like hit him, and they could have saved the world.
Yep.
Like,
Just some shrapnel he got. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And 1919. Here we go.
The Norwegian population agrees to prohibition. Dang.
Yep.
Oh, they missing out.
Yeah. And
That was
then,
like 10 years before we did. 13 years.
Actually, when did Prohibition start?
So I thought it was like the 30s, but
Yeah, I think January 17th, 1920.
oh, okay.
And then
So it was around
December
that time,
5th,
same time
1933. Yeah, because the Roaring 20s, remember, that's when, like, all the rum runners and Al Capone and all the gangsters were, like, that was the gangster time.
Yep.
And
That was the time back when. That was actually. I think that was part of what caused NASCAR to become a thing.
Yeah, no, that's
Because of that prohibition.
Yeah, all the rum runners, like they actually, like they actually went off like into like the woods or whatever, and like did races and competition as rum runners because they were trying to outrun the police, and then out of that NASCAR was formed.
Yep.
So, you're right.
Everybody's least favorite racing sport because of one driver.
What one driver? Danica Patrick?
No, Bubba Wallace.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't want to know. He's an asshole most of the time.
Well, the name like Bubba, it sounds like it. So, there's only been one good Bubba, to my knowledge, and that was from Forrest Gump, and he wasn't even real.
By the way, oh yeah, he's like, okay, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, Scott, 1923. Unless you want to take one of these baseball ones. Actually,
okay,
1921.
Yeah, that one was cool. So,
yeah.
First baseball World Series radio broadcast. All New York contest. Yankees beat the Giants 3-0 at Polo Grounds. Sports writer Grantland Rice is the caller.
Yeah, there's two ones after that, and I think this bleeds into that as well.
Okay.
1921 too. You want to take it?
The present one?
Writer Grantland Rice.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Also, 1921, writer Grantland Rice does the announcing as the New York Giants / New York Yankees Baseball World Series is broadcast for the first time over radio from WJZ and WGY. He is not at the game, but in the studio reading updates received by telegraph.
Wow. Holy crap. So he's a proxy. Dude. Like, he's not even physically there. He's reporting on it through proxy. That's wild.
That is.
101 years ago. So, wow. Rhombusser, 1923.
In 1923, Edwin Hubble identifies a Cepheid variable star.
Huh. So he confirmed that there was a star. Ooh, the next year... Here we go.
First little orphan Annie strip appears in New York City Daily News in 1924.
Huh.
Orphans.
Oh my god.
You said orphans?
Ooh, 1925 though, that's pretty cool.
In 1925, the Locarno Conference meets. Germany agrees to recognize their frontiers with France and Belgium and will apply for membership in the League of Nations.
Nice. So yeah, recognizing borders, really, that stifles, any form of conflict, if they both are like, okay, there's a border, like, until somebody gets uppity. So.
Yeah.
But then in what is this? 1930 here. Homecoming of the bodies of Swedish polar balloon expedition 1897 led by Solomon August Andre. So sounds like he died, and this is when his body was returned or something. I don't know. But then 1 year later, in 1931, the first non-stop trans-Pacific flight from Japan to Wash, Herndon and Pangborn. Wash. Huh. Hold on a second. Let me look this up here really quick. Where the hell is Wash? So, Washington. Okay, so from Japan to Washington. So that's pretty cool. 1932, with new ownership, Detroit Falcons officially changed their name to the Detroit Red Wings, and the winged wheel was introduced. The previous name was the Cougars from 1926 through 30, and the Falcons from 1930 through 32. So that's interesting. And let's see here. 1942, 5,000 Jews of Dubno, Russia, were massacred. That's not good. Where's Dubno?
Damn.
And see, like, here's the thing, like, a lot of people don't realize this, but Russia was participating in the Holocaust as well. They were doing a bunch of stuff, but everybody just wants to focus on Germany. So,
Yeah.
but where is this, actually? Let me check out the maps. So, it's a small area. I'm trying to see if this is anywhere near Germany for Operation Barbarossa. I don't know. I don't think Germany got this deep in. So I think this is an example of what I just said. This is like Russians, you know, doing their version or their part of the Holocaust and everything. But then 1942, Booty massacre at Auschwitz subcamp. 90 French Jewish women were beaten to death by prison guards. That's not nice.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Booty massacre.
Booty, like...
Booty, buddy.
I think it's booty, because buddy is 2 Ds. So booty.
Booty.
Beauty?
Booty.
Huh. That's interesting. Anyway, well, Mr. Scott, 1945, the Hollywood one. That looks interesting.
Alright. So let me scroll down a bit. 1945. Queen Wilhelmina visits Rotterdam.
Huh. Alright. I was talking about the Hollywood one, but that's pretty interesting too.
Alright, then also 1945, Hollywood Black Friday. A 6-month strike by Hollywood set decorators turned into a bloody riot at the gates of Warner Brothers and Studios. Really?
Dang. That's, yeah, so, Hollywood Black Friday. So let's see. Did people die, though? Like, that's the question right there. Hollywood Black Friday. Well, let's open up the wiki here, shall we? Open up. There we go. Let's see here. Strike. So, 10,500 CSU workers went on strike. I'm not seeing any reports of fatalities. So it was just an act of violence, not an act of murder. So there's that. So I'm going to add this link in the underbar here. Collected links. Actually, I don't need this. Oops. There we go. Save that. All right. Let's see here. What else happened? Oh, you got some sports history here. Perfect, Mr. Scott.
Cool. 1947, Brooklyn outfielder Al Gianfrido makes famous catch off Joe DiMaggio in Game 6 of the Baseball World Series. Dodgers beat Yankees 8-6. Catch inspires back expression. Back.
Do you want to tell us what this expression is?
He's got a unibrow.
Oh, God, he does.
And really bad hygiene.
It's like when a batter, he'll hit the ball deep, like to the wall, and the fielder, they'll be announced and just be like, back, you know?
Ah, well, that makes sense. Oh, you lucky. You get this historic communication one.
Also, 1947, Harry Truman makes the first presidential address televised from the White House. Wow, really?
Dang.
Interesting.
So the first time people actually, well, probably not the first time people have actually seen him on television. Maybe pre-recording things, but this is the first time, like, from the actual White House and stuff. So that's really cool. Because, like, think about it. Like back in the day, like, nobody really knew what presidents looked like beyond just, like, every now and then there's a picture, you know, in the newspaper, or, like, maybe you got to see them, like, you know, when researching voting, you know, like, who you're going to vote for. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, Mr. Rhombus, 1949.
Alrighty, in 1949, sports writer Robert Rourke first reports golfing great Bobby Jones's rare spinal disease, syringomyelia, which prevent him from playing any form of golf again.
That sucks. Let me look this up here. It is a disorder in which fluid-filled cyst called a syrinx forms within the spinal cord. Over time, the syrinx can get bigger and can damage the spinal cord and compress and injure the nerve fibers that carry information to the brain and from the brain to the rest of the body. So it's an inside body zit that just, doesn't go away in your spine. That sounds painful. Because that's what a cyst essentially is a form of zit. So, ooh, you got some sports history here.
In 1950, Boston Celtics owner Walter Brown and coach Red Auerbach.
You're saying it right.
Auerbach draw lots out of hat for 3 members of defunct Chicago Stags franchise, hit jackpot with future 6-time NBA champion Bob Cousy.
So essentially, he just lotteried it? Is that what it's saying? He just drew names out of a hat?
Yeah, they've done that before for the first picks of certain teams in the past, but a little bit after 1950. But
yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. It's fair, because otherwise the first people to pick always get the best people, So, uno mas, Mr. Rhombus, 1953.
Alrighty, in 1953, Earl Warren sworn in as 14th Chief Justice of U.S. Supreme Court.
Also in 1953, the first documented recovery meeting of Narcotics Anonymous was held. So dang, that's pretty cool. 1 year later, in 1954, 10th General Conference on Weights and Measures opened, will define the Kelvin as a primary unit of temperature after William Thomson, Lord Kelvin. So, happy birthday, or happy creation day, Kelvin, And then during that time, Hurricane Hazel formed in the Caribbean, killing between 400 to 1,000 people in the Bahamas and Haiti. That sucks. Seems every hurricane kills multiple hundreds of people. And then in 1956, I'm just gonna give this to Scott, and then I'll continue on my turn. So go for it.
all right. Catcher Yogi Berra becomes 4th New York Yankee to hit a Baseball World Series Grand Slam in Game 2 at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. Dodgers win 13-8, but lose series 4-3, won 7 games. So that was a good series.
Yeah. And I'm 1957. Yugoslav dissident Milovan Djilos was sentenced to 7 years. Well, that's not good. It's always annoying when governments arrest people just on the basis that they have a different political view. That's not making their side look any better. So, but anyway, 1961, Breakfast at Tiffany's film, based on the novella by Truman Capote, directed by Blake Edwards and starring Audrey Hepburn, George Peppard, and Buddy Ebsen, premiered. All right. 1962. Dr. No, the first James Bond film based on the novel by Ian Fleming and starring Sean Connery and Ursula Andress, premiered in London.
Oh, Sean Connery.
So this is the first ever James Bond film on this date, so that's really cool. Then Scott has an NHL one here, 1963.
All right. 17th NHL All-Star Game. Maple Leaf Gardens, Toronto. I don't know what ON is. Oh, Toronto, Ontario. Oh, Toronto Maple Leafs tie All-Stars 3-3. MVP Frank Mahovlich. Toronto I don't know. Was it LW?
Hold on a second. What is LW position in hockey? Left wing.
Oh, okay.
It is an offensive position that primarily stays on the left side of the ice, both in the offensive and defensive zones, hence the position name left wing. So, there we go. We got some music history here.
Mm-hmm. Also 1963, Little Richard joins Everly Brothers tour.
Nice. Phil Everly, though, always just looks mad. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like he has a big straight vein just going down the side of his face. Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Looks like a fat artery right there. It's like, bro, that doesn't look good. So. Ooh, 1964, the San Fran one. And 65. Why don't you take both of them?
Sure. Also 64, San Francisco Fire Department Museum dedicated.
Yeah, I gotta go check that out.
And then 1965, Chuck Linster performs 6,006 consecutive push-ups. That's insane.
Damn. That guy must be jacked, you know? Like, that's a lot of push-ups.
Yeah.
I can barely do one, so. But Rhombusser, the next 65 here, Dick McKinnon's.
In 1965, Dick McInnes from Henderson, Kentucky stays aloft almost 12 hours in a kite pulled by a speedboat along the Ohio River.
Well, that makes me wonder, like, how did they refuel the speedboat? You know? Like, it's not as hard as refueling an aircraft in the air, but still, like, you know, when an engine's running and you're refueling, like, this is why they, like, you know, you go to a gas station, you turn off the engine and everything, get all the combustion stopped before you open the gas tank, because you might cause an explosion. So, I wonder how they refuel the boat, you know, while going for those 12 straight hours. That's crazy. You got a historic event in 66.
In 1966, Nigerian government presents a copy of Ben Nwanwu's sculpture, The Awakening, to the United Nations.
Let me take a look at this sculpture here. Let's see here. Images. Okay. Yeah, so he received it, so it didn't cost anything. So that's an interesting sculpture.
Yeah, that is certainly something. Holy long legs.
It looks like Donald Trump's posture right there.
Eh,
Have you seen
look
him?
at me, I'm a statue, look at me.
Trump's P-O-S-T-U-R-E. Trump's posture.
Pasoter.
Yeah, see, look at that. Like, he looks like a spoon. So, what's wrong with his spine? Seriously, though, like, that's concerning. Anyway, 1968. This looks, not cool.
1968 Civil Rights March in Derry stopped by the Royal Ulster Constabulary, RUC, and resulting clashes lead to 2 days of serious rioting, often considered the start of the Troubles in Northern Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Wait, hang on. Television debut.
Wow, that should be highlighted, dude, because the Troubles is a
Yeah,
thing
they
that
gotta-
lasted for like 30 some odd years and still would be considered by some to going on today. So, like, I support a free Ireland, you know, and a free Scotland. Like, the UK really needs to stop being the UK. Has to go back to being Britain, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a television debut. I gotta take this one.
Take it.
In 1969, Monty Python's Flying Circus begins airing on BBC TV.
Nice.
That Monty Python is awesome. It really is.
It is. It is. Like, I haven't
It's
seen
funny,
much.
of the original cast of that, I think those are the only two that are. I think there's only like 2 guys still left. I think. I don't know. I'll
There's
look
only
into it.
2
I'll
what?
check it. Hang on. I think there's a few members of Monty Python that passed.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense. I mean, like, let's see here. Living members.
I just
of
checked.
Mob
There
Team
are
Python.
there are only 4 members. There was 6 members, but there's only 4 left.
Yeah, John Cleese, Terry Gilliam, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and Michael Palin. So 5 people. Actually, it says here they are to reunite for a UK stage show that will be formally announced at a press conference to be held at the West End something something. When was this, though? Come on, load. Oh, this was 2013, so this is really old. So, damn. So maybe it is 4 now. I don't know. We're moving on up into 1972. Herbert Mullen first kills, claiming it was to prevent earthquakes. What does that even mean? Like...
I don't know. Maybe look that one up. That's weird.
Okay, well, he was a U.S. serial killer who murdered 13 people in California in the early 1970s. He confessed to the killings, which he claimed prevented earthquakes. How? Like, that's
How,
weird.
when, where, and how?
Like, how does murdering people prevent earthquakes?
It must have been some. It could be a religious or something. That's my guess. Cause
Sounds like some kind of derangement to me.
well, yeah, it definitely is that as well. But why he believed to prevent earthquakes, I have no idea.
I mean, like, I guess, like, you know, just the amount of people walking around, you know, would cause, like, you know, because, like, every time you take a step, you know, like, that energy transmits into the earth. So maybe he was trying to depopulate the world to prevent earthquakes. I don't know. But that's weird. Anyway, moving on up into 1973, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, the 7th studio album by Elton John, was released. Alright. And then we have 1975, Austrian Niki Lauda won the United States' Grand Prix at Watkins Glen to claim his first Formula One World Drivers' Championship, won by 19.5 points from Emerson Fittipaldi of Brazil. Alright.
I don't even know if F1 races there anymore.
And in
I doubt
1977, Hair opened at Biltmore Theater, New York City, for 43 performances. And that's a show that, you know, pops on and off every now and then. I've seen ads for it a while ago. Like, I don't know what it's about though, but well, like I remember, like in the 70s, they always sprayed their hair and everything, so it's all about big hair, you know. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Scott. You want to take 1978 over 30 major?
Sure.
In 1978?
Over 30 major nations ratify the Environmental Modification Convention, which prohibits weather warfare that has widespread, long-lasting, or severe effects. Weather warfare.
So here's the thing. On one hand, why would the governments, you know, make or why would 30 governments, you know, like do something like this, like if weather warfare and manipulation is, you know, science fiction, number one, and number two, people would counter argument, oh well, doesn't the Pentagon have like a contingency plan for a zombie outbreak? Well, what if zombies are real? You know, like, never take anything outside of the realm of possibilities. These serious government organizations, they do these things for a reason. And, yeah, we, the common people, would probably laugh at them and be like, oh, look at that. Like, you know, that's so silly. But is it really? You know? That's what keeps me up at night. So.
Yep.
Let's see
Among
here.
other things.
I'm sorry?
I said among other things that probably keep us up at night, but
Yeah. Like too much light pollution, destroying your circadian rhythm and such.
Yep.
But then this last 1982, that's a really fast thing right there.
Unmanned rocket sled reaches 9,851 kilometers per hour at White Sands, New Mexico. Yeah, the sands. That's where they do all like the land speed records. Well, some of them anyway. I think.
That equates to 6,121.128 miles per hour.
Well, it was unmanned because I don't think anybody can handle that type of speed.
No, the G-force alone would
No.
annihilate any person in there.
Yep.
But yeah, but like think about this: a mile is 5,000 feet. Actually, no, wait. So this is 6,000. So, 6,000.
Oh, it's 5,000 feet. You're correct. Almost.
Well, yeah. But I was misreading this. I'm trying to equate how fast would this be. So 6,000 miles per hour would be like what? 1 mile a second, or something. I don't know.
Guessing.
I'm no scientician. Anyway, welcome, Mr. Sohan, to the show. Just in time. If you want, you can take your turn here in 1983, the NHL record.
Stick to it.
Well, actually, while you're getting to it, we'll go to Rhombusser.
19.
I'll go for it.
1983, Edmonton superstar Wayne Gretzky scores a goal and assist in 5-4 win over Toronto in the Oilers season opening. NHL record 51 game scoring streak ends 28th of January 1984.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
1983, Les Welsler wins Nobel Peace Prize. What did he do?
Well, he's a politician and a labor activist. So, but let me look this up. Let's see here. Who in 1983? Les Welsler. In reaching his decision, the committee had taken into account Walisha's contribution made with considerable personal sacrifice to ensure their workers' right to establish their own organizations. Okay, so I think it was like probably something involving unions or something.
Oh, he stuck his neck out for them.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I wish my union, stuck their neck out for me when I got fired from Vons for not having a good customer service voice on my 59th day of my 60-day probation. But whatever. Boycott Vons. Fuck Vons.
Well,
So
most of the time, it's stick your neck out, get chopped off most of the times.
yeah, that's true. Plus, the whole
Yeah,
thing is
but
a giant
it's
scam
true.
anyway. The corporations and the unions are like in
What do you
bed
think
together.
those unions? What do you think those unions, man? It's mob thing.
It is.
Also, 1984. 1984. NASA Space Shuttle mission 1G. Challenger 6 launches with Mark Renault, the first Canadian in space on board. Ooh,
Yeah, go
first
Canadians.
Canuck to go into space, eh?
Yeah,
The first Canuck to go into space, eh?
yeah. What's that all about? Ooh, 1986. The London one.
Sure. 1986 London Sunday Times reports Israel is stocking nuclear arms.
Yep. Would a peaceful
Sure,
nation do
but-
that? Nope.
I hear about nuclear arms, but I never hear about their legs. I bet they got the tightest legs.
Yeah. And like, yeah, as it was said in Family Guy, you can't hug your children with nuclear arms. You know?
Hulk can.
Yeah, that's true. My God, you're right.
Well,
Wow.
Hulk is a walking nuke.
I just got owned on my own show. Jesus. Anyway, Rhombusser, do you want to take the sports history in '86?
Yeah, sure.
You got a good one.
In 1986, the Rams running back Eric Dickerson runs for the NFL overtime record 42-yard touchdown as LA defeats Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was before they were the Tampa Bay Tom Brady's, mind you. This was way before.
Yeah.
26-20 at Anaheim Stadium.
Hey, I know where that's at.
It's in Anaheim. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who could have guessed?
I don't know. Like,
Who would have thought?
well, I mean, like, with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, like, anything's like possible. So
Damn, dude, that sounds like a biker gang.
it does. But hey, you got a Constitution thing here in '88.
Luigi? In 1988, Brazil adopts its constitution.
Nice. Go Brazil.
Yep. They
Yeah, Brazil.
adopted the Constitution because rear naked chokes are painful.
Wait, what?
Because rear naked chokes are painful if
Ah.
you get the reference.
I don't.
Jitsu.
I don't get the reference, but then again, I'm an idiot. So, but you got another 88 here, an important vote.
In 1988, Chile votes. Oh, excuse me.
That's a weird thing to vote on.
Yeah. In 1988, Chile votes in a referendum 56-44 against extending Augusto Pinochet's regime by 8 years, thus ending the dictator's 16.5 years in power.
Good.
Good.
He's not much of a dictator if he puts it to a vote, you know?
Yeah, he needs TP for his ball.
Yeah.
I am quite wrong, though.
But then also in 1988, Israel banned Mir Khan's Koch party on grounds of racism. That sounds like a lie to me. So.
Well, like they weren't invited.
Yeah. And then 1990, Cincinnati jury acquitted art gallery of obscenity, Mapplethorpe photos. Well, I might regret looking this up. So let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're all in BDSM gear and whatnot. Oh, and they're naked. Oh, and I saw something that was not good. Yeah. All right. Well, now the video is probably going to be flagged.
Excuse me.
1990, Columbia Records released Interiors, the 7th studio album by U.S. singer-songwriter Roseanne Cash, produced by Cash herself. All right. And I really hope to God that I'm not going to say what I saw, but I hope to God it was fake. So, 1991, the first official version of the Linux kernel, version 0.02, was released. Yeah, like we gotta, like, people gotta start using Linux more. Like, we gotta stop this this monopoly of of Windows and Apple and everything. Like,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Whoops, I'm part of that. Oh god.
yeah, well, I'm using Windows too, but I gotta learn Linux. Like, I heard it's a lot bit more user friendly now. I still gotta just turn into a nerd and start doing that. So. But anyway, speaking of super nerds, it's Scott's turn in 1992.
1992, first overturn of a George H.W. Bush cable.
I'm sorry to say, but your audio is doing that thing again. So hold on, let me do something here real quick. Okay, say something.
Hello?
There you are. Okay, if you don't mind, can you reread that again, please?
1992, first overturn of a George H.W. Bush veto, the cable bill.
What is a cable bill? Like, this is so he vetoed the cable bill, but the Congress or whatever still overturned his vote in order to pass it. Oh, Spectrum account sign in and bill pay. Hold on a second. Cable bill 1992. 1992 H.W. Bush. Let's see here. Congress rebuffs Bush and override. I'm just getting like news articles about this. It's not telling me anything. So, viewers, I present you with a challenge. What the hell entailed in this cable bill? So, yeah.
His didn't want to pay for his porn.
That would make sense.
Imagine buying porn. It's stupid. Imagine being that stupid. It's like, bro, it's on your phone. You just pulled up on your phone.
I know, right? That makes me wonder, like,
I know, right?
that makes me wonder how OnlyFans got to be so successful. You know, who's funding that?
Like, who's stupid enough to buy it?
I think who's funding it? The lonely people who want some type of attention.
They're just like, oh, I'm gonna post a picture of my feet.
Oh God.
Like, I'm gonna get so much money off of this. Oh my God.
Anyway, you got another 92 here, the New York one.
92, New York Senator Alphonse D'Amato filibusters for 15 hours and 20 minutes.
So, that's a long ass time. Do you know what a filibuster is?
I forget off the top of my head, but it's...
So let me look this up, actually, so I won't be talking out of my ass. The modern English form filibuster was borrowed in the early 1850s from the Spanish filibustero, or lawless plunderer. The term was applied to private military adventurers like William Walker. Okay, but that's not the same thing. Here we go.
Yeah,
A filibuster is a political procedure in which one or more members of a legislative body prolong debate on proposed legislation so as to delay or entirely prevent decision.
Did not want to give it up.
So essentially,
Stalin.
he talked non-stop because the instant you stop talking, that's it. So if you just keep talking and don't stop talking, and I'm doing a prime example right now of a little bit of a mini filibuster by not giving anybody any time to talk for 15 hours straight with 20 more minutes on top of that. Can you imagine?
That man had to be hopped up on cocaine.
Yeah. And that includes if you stop to take a drink of water, that's the end of the filibuster. So just keep going, and that is crazy. Actually, what is the longest filibuster? Longest filibuster. An extended speech installed to stall legislation began at 8:45 p.m. and lasted until 9:12 p.m. the following day, a duration of 24 hours and 18 minutes. This made the filibuster the longest single-person filibuster in United States Senate history, a record that still stands as of today. So this guy talked non-stop for over a full day, 24 hours and 18 minutes.
What? How do you talk? I mean, what is he going to talk about for that long?
I don't know. I remember not too long ago, somebody did a filibuster where they recited the entire premise of the first 3 Star Wars movies, or something like that. I remember that. That's crazy though. Actually, hold on. It was Star Wars filibuster. Here we go. Yeah, Patton Oswalt. That's right. 8 minutes and 43 seconds. He's talked straight about. We gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, it's on Parks and Recreation.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh my god. So it's not even a real one. So, oh my god, I'm an idiot. But no,
it's in a
that's
movie.
nothing.
It's in a TV show. That's a good one.
Here's the thing. They were talking about the Boba Fett show. Much.
Oh yeah, Mandalorian, right?
Oh, Boba Fett.
Or was he talking about the holiday special?
No, he talked about how Boba Fett rose up from the Sarlacc pit.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he was talking about how he his premise on how Boba Fett escapes, right? I still gotta watch that after this show. Anyway, in 1993, the last honor guard at Lenin's mausoleum. I guess it's the last person to be guarding there. Kind of how we have those at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So I guess it's no longer I mean, there's obviously security there, but I guess this is the last honor guard. So
comrades.
See, the thing with Vladimir Lenin, to the Russians, he was the man. He was the top dog. Everybody in Russia loved him.
Well, yeah, he started the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then they were under the impression that Stalin was like that, but he really wasn't. He was lying the entire time.
Well, what's funny about Stalin is that he was actually put in a position of non-power by Lenin, and Lenin was trying to keep him from getting anywhere, but he unintentionally put him in one of the most powerful positions ever. He was a secretary, and so Stalin started fucking around with people by scheduling them you get to be at this function at this time, or you not get to be at this function at that time, or whatever. And then through that, he manipulated the entire power structure of all of Soviet Russia, and ended up being the only person able to take position, because everybody else who would have been, been able to, he scheduled them away. It's wild what he did. Really smart. So. But anyway, 1994, 28th Country Music Association Award, Vince Gill and Pam Tillis won. Alright. Then we have some sports history in 1994. NBA shortens the three-point distance to a uniform 22 feet in an attempt to help offensive players score more. Michael Jordan set career heights in three-point attempts and converted three-point field goals, nearly double previous statistics. Wow.
Yep, the GOAT, Michael
Yep.
Jordan.
Yep. And before we move back on into Scott's turn here, I'm going to do the split.
Didn't have a turn yet.
I'm sorry.
You didn't. I didn't.
Oh,
Y'all,
you didn't
I
get a
didn't
turn.
do my
Oh, I'm
turn
sorry.
yet.
My brain's all scattered. So anyway,
Nope.
welcome to part 2. It is now Sohen's turn. Okay. Let's go. Sohen, Scott's, Rhombus, and then me. Okay.
Sure.
All
Okay. I'm gonna go now to 2000. Mass demonstration in Belgrade accumulate in the resignation of Serbian strongman Slobodan Milosevic, often called the Bulldozer Revolution.
Dang. That sounds pretty constructive right there.
And he's a strongman.
Yeah.
2001, Barry Bonds hits his 71st and 72nd home runs in the 11-10 loss versus the LA Dodgers at Pacific Bell Park, breaks Mark McGwire's Major League Baseball single-season home run record.
Nice.
It's funny, I know we've probably already said this, but yeah, it got completely discredited. Actually, Aaron Judge is now the all-time home run hitting leader in one season. He hit his 62nd home run last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I actually almost got to see it at the gym.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, they were tied like 2-2, and I think they were in the 3rd inning, and he smokes one, just absolutely drills it, right down the middle. But then it didn't go quite far enough, and it just kind of flew into the guy's hand, and he was out.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, 2001.
Go for it.
Yeah, 2001. Tom Ridge resigns as governor of Pennsylvania to become President George W. Bush Homeland Security Advisor.
Yep. And that reminds me of I think it was Scary Movie 3, when Leslie Nielsen was playing the president. He was like, "Where's Homeland Security?" You mean Homeland Security?
Yeah.
But then how about the 2001 above what you just read?
Sure. Also, 2001, Robert Stephen becomes the first victim of the 2001 anthrax attack.
Yeesh. Yeah, I remember being concerned as a kid, what if we get anthrax in the mail? It's like, we're not going to. It's like, but dude, the terrorists don't care if you're a president or, or a farmer. They kill. That's all they want to do. They kill. So.
Yeah. They want high targets.
Yeah, true. But, if you can, terrorize the citizens, get everybody into a state of fear that nobody's safe, then, then you're pushing your agenda. So.
Terrorists could do that more than what a government can.
Yeah. Why do you think the government uses those organizations to push their agendas anyway? So. But anyway, Scott, 2004, some sports history.
Sure, alright. 2004, 7-time All-Star and 6-time NBA champion forward Scotty Pippen announces his retirement from the NBA and the Chicago Bulls.
Ah, that's a name I remember. Scotty Pippen.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
I unfortunately have an appointment, so I kind of have to bow out. I apologize, but
That's all right. You have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, I'll see you later, man.
All right. Then I'm going to continue on. 2005, vampire novel Twilight by Stephanie Meyer was first published by Little Brown. Yeah.
Of course.
Twilight.
The book is mid. The movies are horrible.
Yeah. So,
It's a whole double standard. Just look at it.
yeah.
About a teenage. About a.
Wait, that's Tilda Swinton?
Yeah. 2007, Michael Clayton, starring George Clooney, Tom Wilkinson, and Tilda Swinton was released. Look at that jelly roll, dude.
It is it's the ancient one.
The ancient one.
It's the ancient one from Dr. Strange.
Oh, yeah, she is. Okay.
Yeah. Except she's bald in that.
Yeah.
Bald.
So this is what she looks like with hair.
Chrome dome. Yeah.
And this is also the White Witch.
Oh, okay.
What?
The White Witch from Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Oh no, George Clooney? You mean the really bad Batman?
That too, yeah.
Bat nipples and bat wallet.
Yeah.
The bat card.
Dude, the
Bat
bat,
credit
dude, the
card.
Dude, the bat credit card was like the best part of that movie.
That's the stupidest
And
thing. Like that you can
It was
track
so
you.
dumb that it was funny.
Like that would allow people to track him so hard, you know? Like,
I think he did it as a joke, though.
yeah. Anyway, 2007, after years of angry denials, triple gold medal winning U.S. sprinter Marion Jones admitted she used steroids in 2000 through 2001, pled guilty to lying to federal investigators, announced retirement and tearful apology, medals returned to USOC. Oh, she wasn't crying because she felt sorry. She was just crying because she got caught. Fucking cheating bitch. Yeah, may she go down as a fucking pariah. So,
My knee just popped.
that sounds painful.
It felt good.
You're only 19. You shouldn't be having that kind of problem. That's a 30-year-old problem.
No, I popped it on. No, I just popped it intentionally to loosen it
Oh.
up.
I thought you were just having like some
Oh.
old person thing. So. But then let's move on to Sohan, 2012 Anglo.
Sure. 2012 Anglo Platinum Limited fires strike. 2012 Anglo Platinum Limited fires 12,000 striking workers in South Africa.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Looking
So,
boycott APL. So
2013 Ukrainian Vladimir Ilitsko beats Russian Alexander Potikin in a 12-round unanimous points decision in Moscow to retain his WBA, WBO, IBO titles.
damn. He had 4 titles on the line for that fight. That is pressure.
Also, 2014, French F1 driver Jules Bianchi collides with recovery vehicle during Japanese Grand Prix, dies 10 months later, first F1 death due to racing accident in 21 years. Anton Senna, 1994.
Yeah, that was the last person to die before this person. So
Yeah.
that sucks. So,
2014, Russell Crowe, old South Sydney Rabbitohs beat Canterbury Bulldogs 30-6 to break 43-year drought and win National Rugby League champ. Australia Premier. Oh, he owned it. Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
yeah, it took me a couple times to read that, but yeah, so the South Sydney Rabbitohs were owned by Russell Crowe at the time.
I know what he did.
Are you not entertained?
I know what he did. He got on the damn thing and started fighting everybody.
Fighting around the world with his good old sidekick Tuggy, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting around the world.
oh my God, it's Russell
Wow.
Crowe.
I'm gonna fight you. Bah, 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 bah.
Anyway, Wombasser, 2015, the first one here.
In 2015, floods in South Carolina, a 1,000-year storm, result in 12 deaths and 9 dams to fail.
Damn, that's a lot of dams to fail. Wow.
That's a lot of damage. It's
Wait.
fucked up.
We need Phil Swift right now, swiftly. Phil, get here. That's a lot of damage.
Hey, look, it's a Dave.
It is a Dave.
It's a Dave. He's balled up on top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
also
your
in
turn.
2015, Governor of California, Jerry Brown signs a bill giving terminally ill patients to the right to die.
They
Wow.
choose to.
Oh,
I
It
would say
how deadly.
I would say how Californian, but at the same time, that is actually pretty nice. Like, if they're gonna die anyway, you know.
They want.
Actually, wait a minute. Like, how come they don't have a right to die? Hold on a second. What the fuck? Like,
Oh,
They didn't have a
suicide.
right to die.
Assisted suicide.
okay. So that's what this is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, if
if
they're
they
going to
choose
die
to,
anyway, why are we
they
spending
choose to.
power and resources keeping them alive longer,
They choose to. They give them the button and they press the button to give themselves the lethal injection to die.
Damn. Didn't they come out with Suicide Booth recently? Like a couple years ago?
Yeah, this thing that gives you that you breathe in carbon monoxide. Yes.
Yeah. Then the last 2015, that looks pretty interesting.
In 2015, Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement announced by trade ministers of 12 countries in Atlanta.
Huh. Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, 2015. Let me look this up here, actually.
In the country of Atlanta.
Atlanta. It was a highly contested proposed trade agreement between 12 Pacific Rim economies: Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, Vietnam, and of course, the United States of America. So,
And of course, America.
for further reading on the subject matter, please refer to the underbar. That will have a link in now. So, there we go. Moving on up into 2017, the New York Times published investigation into sexual harassment behavior by Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Oprah used to bring him girls.
What?
Oprah used to bring him women.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me.
Wow.
But
Of
they're
course,
good
Oprah's
friends.
involved.
Oprah's evil. So.
And you get a female, and you get a female.
Everybody gets a female.
I absolutely hate Oprah. I never liked her at all.
Dude, like, I just,
Always.
like, I've said this before several times. I find it funny, that Oprah Winfrey Network, a network owned and controlled, by what is commonly called an African American. What does the abbreviation spell? OWN? Own? That's not good. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2017, Iraqi forces claimed victory and control over Islamic State's last urban stronghold, Hawija, in northern Iraq. And at the same time, Spanish Constitutional Court suspended Catalan Parliament to prevent declaration of independence. Wow, that's not nice. There's like, nope, no declaration for you. No. They should have still drafted it and, like, had a revolution or something, seriously. No. But who wants this 2018 one here? The first 2018.
I'll do it.
Alright.
2018, Bansky's work Girl with Balloon automatically shreds moments after being sold for £1 million in London, renamed Love is in the Bin.
I remember that. Yeah, after the guy bought it, then he turned on the shredder and he shredded it. So, yes, that's what you get, art people. Fucking stupid. Like, seriously, like a giant blank canvas with like a single dot selling for $53 million. Are you kidding me? Like,
Talking about.
Obvious money laundering scheme is obvious. So, yeah.
So he destroyed one of Bansky's jobs.
Yeah, Girl with Balloon. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, yeah, and then here. Oh, there's a shredder was built into the thing. So, yeah, like a Girl with Balloon shred. Let's see. There's not a quick video of it, but yeah, the shredder was built into the picture frame, so after it was bought, it just automatically shredded, and everybody was freaking out. That was hysterical. I love that. Anyway, the last 2018 looks like a complete lie. So.
Okay. U.S. employee unemployment figures hit lowest level since 1969, 3.7 according to the Department of Labor.
Now, this is how it's a lie. They only go by who is going to, like, unemployment office, who's utilizing unemployment benefits. Like, who's actually on the grid? Like, people like me are not even counted because, like, we're not, like I'm not getting unemployment benefits. I'm not at the unemployment office. I am still looking for work, but they don't count me unless I'm actually using like a government thing. So, like, it's not 3.7%. It's more like 20%. It's not good. So, but anyway, let's move on up to 2019 here.
2019, Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte reveals he has a neuromuscular disease, myasthenia gravis, causing him health problems.
Let's look this up here if it tells us more than it is a chronic autoimmune disorder in which antibodies destroy the communication between nerves and muscle, resulting in weakness of the skeletal muscles. Myasthenia gravis affects the voluntary muscles of the body, especially those that control eyes, mouth, throat, and limbs. Well, that's not good. So it sounds like you can starve to death. Huh. Anyway, I think it's Rhombus's turn.
Yes.
The first 2020, that's frightening.
Oh, in 2020, at least 14 million metric tons of plastic pieces are at the bottom of the ocean. 30 times more than on the surface, according to new research.
That's frightening. And this is why I don't eat seafood, because now there's microplastics in there that can actually pass the blood-brain barrier. So if you're eating seafood, all the plastics in that fish go into your bloodstream and then go into your brain and are deposited on your brain. And that's dangerous. Like, we already have enough problems, causing the retardation of humanity as a species as is. Now we have this. Great. So I think it's inevitable we're going to be our own extinction here. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move up to 2020, just 2 years ago.
In 2020, U.S. President Donald Trump leaves Walter Reed National Military Medical Center while still infectious with COVID-19 and returns to the White House.
What a giant hack of lies right there. Let's not forget, Donald Trump is the one who expedited all the vaccines and all that stuff, and he paved the way for this, medical tyranny to happen. So anybody who champions Donald Trump for all the good things he did, well, recognize the bad. And give credit where credit is due. If it wasn't for him, we would not be living in this world today. Like, yeah, inevitably that we would be, to this level, but maybe in another 4 or 5 years. This guy, this bastard, fucked the world. So, yeah. Anyway, you have 2 more, so or more if you want. So you have a lot of articles here. I'm just taking a look at this. Well, the first 2021 looks interesting.
In 2021, 480 Otis wins Alaska's Fat Bear Week for pre-hibernation weight gain for the 3rd year in a row.
So that's Otis sounds like a bear, so 480 pounds. That's pretty heavy. So.
For a bear, that's really not that big.
Yeah,
if it was like a grizzly bear or something, or Kodiak, probably not that big.
Pre-hibernation weight gain. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's pre-hibernation weight.
Yeah, well, pre-hibernation is supposed to be really fat. So.
Yeah.
Let me.
Wait, what year?
Last year, 2021. What the hell?
Hey, you know what I think about when I hear pre-hibernation?
Anorexia. Goddamn.
But yeah, I think about something else when I hear pre-hibernation. SpongeBob episode.
Oh yeah. Well, look
that
at this,
fucking
dude.
made that used Pantera.
Huh. Well, look at this. I have a picture up here. So it shows the bear on July 26th, 2021, and then September 16th, 2021. Damn. He got fat. Do you see that? The major difference right there. Anyway, let's see here. What else happened? The next 2021, that looked interesting as well.
A major French investigation finds clergy sexually abused More than 200,000 children over 70 years, most of the victims boys. Fuck, disgusting.
Yeah. Really
What the fuck?
disgusting. So.
Yeah.
But then
What
the
the
last
shit?
2021 is yours, and then we'll move on up into Burst.
Russia launches an actor and director to the International Space Station to make the first film in orbit.
So that's interesting. So they're making an entire, feature-length movie, like not just a documentary or anything, but an actual movie in space. That's really cool. Like,
Yep.
yeah. Now we no longer need to. Dude, that reminds me, like Gravity. Like about that movie Gravity.
Yeah.
The budget for that movie was more than the budget for like one of India's space programs at the time. Like, India spent less money sending something in space than what we spent on making a movie about space. So that's kind of funny, actually. So, but
I feel
anyway,
like...
viewers.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Hey, I got
oh
one.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Got an interesting thing
Okay.
that I found interesting.
All right.
You know, in 1274, right? Around 1,000 soldiers of the Mongol army land on the Japanese island of Tsushima.
Yeah, all the way back earlier. Yeah, 1274. Yeah.
Oh, Hiroshima.
That's the basis of a game.
Oh,
Also
it is, isn't
Tsushima.
it?
Yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima.
Ah. Yeah, so and you've been playing a lot of those Asian themed games and whatnot, like the samurai ones and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you have questions about? Anything you want us to elaborate on? Anything you want to elaborate on? Anything that you know that we didn't cover? Anything? Start a dialogue in the comments section. Anyway, let's move on into bursts. Starting us off in 1590, we have Johann Schopp, was a German composer and violinist born in Niedersachsen, Germany, dying in 1667, although the dates are disputed, apparently. And then we have Jonathan Edwards in 1703, was a Christian preacher, philosopher, and theologian, original sin, born in East Windsor, Connecticut colony, dying in 1758. Well, that's cool.
It is. Also, 1713, Denis Diderot, French Enlightenment philosopher, encyclopedia, born in Lagrange, Champagne. Ooh.
Ooh. I can go for some champagne right now. That sounds pretty good.
And 1829, Chester A. Arthur, 21st President of the United States of America, 1881 to 1885, born in Fairfield, Vermont, died 1886.
Dang.
Like
Isn't
Like
he the one
Simon
that was
was
blamed for the Civil War?
What?
Wait.
What
Why
about the Civil War?
wait. Why the fuck did I bring up the Civil War? Wait, hang on.
The Civil War.
That was the 60s. Hang on. I'm fucking retarded.
it's okay,
Yeah.
but no, like that one guy said in Die Hard. What is half of what's half of 42?
21.
Yeah, because that's where the bomb was in Die Hard with a Vengeance in the Chester A. Arthur school, which was fake. It was a
Oh.
fake one.
Wow. That's clever. That's clever.
And but the whole time the bomb, it was a fake bomb. It was a whole distraction to have them steal the gold out of the reserve.
That's true, yeah. I gotta see that movie again. That's a good movie.
Also, I got one more. So
Alright.
oh yes, this is me. 1882, Robert H. Goddard, American rocket pioneer, invented and built the first liquid-fueled rocket. Born in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Alright.
At 1945.
Yep. Rhombus Sir appears to be AFK. I'm just going to talk for like about a couple more seconds to see if he pops back, and it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to go on up into 1902. We have Ray Kroc, a U.S. fast food entrepreneur, McDonald's, boo, and owner of baseball San Diego Padres, born in Oak Park, Illinois, dying in 1985.
Hey man,
So,
can't be the one guy who Founder's about, right?
Uh, wait, what?
The movie The Founder
Ah,
about McDonald's.
I have not seen it, but maybe.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's in it.
That's another movie. I hope you're writing notes on movies that I need to see, Sohan, because I haven't been. Then again.
Oh, The Founder is one.
Ah. Well, then in 1829, we have authoring Lucy, the first black U.S. citizen to enroll in University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa, born in Shiloh, Alabama. He's still alive today, it looks like. So.
Yeah.
And then we have Václav Havel, 1936, a Czech politician, president of Czechoslovakia from 1990 through 1992, and then the Czech Republic from 1993 to 2003, born in Prague, dying 11 years ago in 2011. Dang. I'm going to take the third one here. We have Bill James in 1949, George William James, a U.S. baseball writer and statistician, sabermetrics, born in Holton, Kansas. Huh.
Hey, you missed one, but I got it. 1943, Steve Miller, American rocker, The Joker, Abracadabra, Fly Like an Eagle, born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Fly Like an Eagle or Fly Like an Eagler? Like, is that a
Fly Like
mistake?
an Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a Space Jam music, right? Fly like an eagle. Okay. All right.
Also, The Joker.
Um.
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, Steve Miller, man.
Man, so Steve Miller is apparently the singer of my of a couple of my songs. That's cool.
Yep. And yeah, you did 1949, Bill James.
Yeah.
1951, Bob Geldof, Irish singer, the Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays, and activist, Live Aid. Born in Lael Island.
Huh.
Wow.
All right. Oh, and you
Yeah,
got,
he had Farm Aid and he had Live Aid.
Yeah. Now, when you see this guy's name, I'm just warning you, I'm going to interrupt you real quick, but go for it and say that name. 1952.
Imran Khan?
Khan! You know, from Star Trek?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
22nd Prime Minister of Pakistan, 2018 to 2020, and a cricketer all around, 88 test, 3,807 runs, 262 wickets, born in Lahore, Pakistan.
Well, that's interesting. A cricketer that became a prime minister. Huh. You don't hear a lot of. I mean, it's not unheard of, but it's not that common.
Ooh.
A sports
I get
person
this one.
becoming a head of state or something.
I have to get this one, man.
All right.
1957, Bernie Mac, American comedian.
Bernie Mac, of course.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Died 2008.
Oh, he died?
He died 2008.
I had no idea. Let me look. Let me see if this is the same guy I'm thinking about. Hold on a second. Bernie Mac. Oh, that guy. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, man. His last movie was Soul Man with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, man.
Ford fucking Henderson, you pasta face motherfucker.
Dang. 1963, we have Laura Davis, is a British golfer, 4 major titles, US Open 1987, born in Coventry, England. Then we have Mario Lemieux, 1965, a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center, team owner, 3-time NHL MVP, Pittsburgh Penguins owner, born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And then you got a 65 here.
Which one?
Patrick
Roy.
Yeah.
1965, Patrick Roy, Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame goalie, 4-time Stanley Cup, 3-time Vezina Trophy winner, born in Quebec City, Quebec.
Ah, nice.
God damn.
Ooh, this person. The door hog.
Door hog? What year?
1975, you'll understand.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. Come on, 1975. 1975, Kate Winslet, British actress, Titanic, Revolutionary Road, born in Reading, Berkshire, England.
Yeah, she played Rose,
No.
so she was a door hog.
I like how people keep on saying that, but honestly,
It's been
He
proven
played-
that they could have that Jack could have been on that door, but because he was poor, she wanted him to die so she can,
No.
not share her fortune because she was a gold digger. She's a straight up gold digger. I mean, like, think about it. Like, she knowingly allowed like that entire expedition to look for a piece of jewelry that she had on her person, and then she threw it into the ocean. What a bitch! Rose is a piece of shit, dude. Like, when you really look at it, she's crap. So,
or that expedition is crap, looking for some type of. They probably wouldn't have cared that the treasure.
yeah. Anyway, let's move on up into deaths. Why don't you start us off here in 578?
578. Okay. Yes. 578. Justinius, the second Byzantine emperor. 565 to 568.
78.
Dies.
Yeah.
578.
Yeah. Then,
And
big time jump here.
yep, to 1805, Charles Cornwallis. First Marquis Cornwallis, British general and colonial administrator, leading British general in the American War of Independence, dies of fever at 65.
66. Good.
66. Oh, damn, it's horrible.
Fuck that elitist prick. Cornwallis. Oh. And then in 1813, we have, of course, Tecumseh, a Shawnee chief. Battle of Thames, died in battle at 45. So, 45 is pretty up there back in those days. And
Below it.
still fighting. So, that guy,
Yeah.
bamf right there.
Yeah, below it.
Below it. 1818, we lost Nancy Hanks Lincoln, mother of Abraham Lincoln, dying at the age of 34. Wow, that's really young.
And the fact that that's not highlighted is shame.
Yeah, well, our source is a leftist source, so, they're trying to bury everything right wing. And Lincoln was a conservative, a Republican. So, who emancipated the slaves? But never mind that because he's white and white man bad. Ooh. Anyway, your turn. 1885.
1885, Doc Durant, Thomas C. Durant, American financier and railroad promoter, Transcontinental Railroad, Pacific, dies at 65.
Dang. Let's see here. Scroll. Okay.
Damn.
Oh wow. Oh man. You gotta. It's sad, but you gotta. I guess a significant one in 2004.
2004, Rodney Dangerfield, John Cohen, American comedian, Caddyshack. Also, a lot of other shows. Dies at 82.
Oh, what a show! No respect. I heard about. That was his. I was actually back in my old WoW days. I was called the Rodney Dangerfield of WoW because I got no respect. So,
But yeah, pretty much. Also, back to school. Wasn't back to school.
yeah. 2011, we have Fred Shuttlesworth, a U.S. civil rights activist, dying at the age of 89. Huh. So I wonder if he was only worth shuttling people around. Shuttlesworth? I don't know. Oh. Then we have Steve Jobs, thank God. We lost him in 2011. That guy's a piece of crap. A U.S. computer entrepreneur and co-founder of Apple, died of respiratory arrest related to cancer at 56. Steve Jobs is a cancer. And his legacy is nothing but cancer that continues on to this day. So, and that's when my dad would chime in, oh, tell us how you really think.
Oh, I can tell you what he think. He stole that shit from Wozniak.
Yes, he did. And anyway, unless there's any other ones that you see here real quick, I'm going to close this out.
Yeah, 1918, Bobby Norfolk, American rock and blues violinist Crazy Horse and the Rockets died at 80.
What year?
2018.
2018. Okay.
Also, 2019, Larry Johnstone, American rock bassist, 38 Special, dies at 70.
All right. Well, that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description for any links you may find interesting, which includes but is not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in that itself contains
And TV on Twitch.
Yep. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time.
12 Central.
Yep. And 1 p.m. Eastern, which we're going to be, this upcoming Sunday, we're moving everything forward an hour. So it's going to be 9 a.m. Pacific, which is 11 in the morning Central, and then 12 noon.
Backwards, not forwards.
Backwards? Yeah, we're jumping forward an hour. So instead of 10, we're hosting it at 9. So at least that's what my current goal is. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I was Xander.
I am Shohin.
And we also have Rhombus here. And earlier we had Scotty Boy. Anyway, until you check us out tomorrow, or if you want to see our news show, which is going to be up today at 2 Pacific time. Until whenever you see us next time, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!